you participate? How do you see those pitches if you want to be invested in crowdfunding or you want to be involved in crowdfunding?
We're gonna just cheat. I'll share my screen with you. Okay. So one, oh, that's our crowd. I don't want our crowd. You can go to King's Crowd.
King's Crowd.
King's Crowd. Kings, King's Crowd. I'm gonna show you my screen right quick because later when I pull this out, I'll be like, "Hey, King's Crowd, we gave you a shout out." So if you're interested in the overall landscape of investment opportunities, you go to folks like King's Crowd, where you can see what companies are currently raising funds. So right now there's 571 Reg CF deals that are active, but they're active across 64 different platforms. Okay. And so King's Crowd, it just also gives you a sense of what's the pulse of the ecosystem. So in June, 38 million was raised via Reg CF. July, 38 million, again, 38.7 million was raised. And then here in August, we're 6 days in August, they're almost at $8 million. They're at $7,998,000. And it just shows you the trend of all of these businesses. You do have to sign up for King's Crowd. There's a fee involved in that. But again, it gives you a sense of what's happening because the delivery guys here. Because then you can then determine, hey, I want to check out crowd. So you go to King's Crowd to check out the overall deals. Crowdfunding portals. We regulate FINRA. And that gives you a list of all of the portals that FINRA, Financial Regulatory Authority, that they regulate. Because each portal has different deals that, so you go to King's Crowd and it'll tell you the deal and the portal name. You can then hop over there and make a determination, do due diligence on whether or not you should make an investment into that business. And keep in mind, there's no get rich quick with investments. You can lose all your money. But fortunately, when you go to invest in one of these deals, you're doing it with 500, 1,000, 5,000 different investors. That's going to greatly reduce your overall risk. Just remember, you can lose all your money. But then from here, this is FINRA. They'll let you know, here are all the other crowdfunding platforms that we regulate. And there are crowdfunding platforms that are specific. So By the Block, oops, let me come back right quick. We can just type that in. Let me go back one. So if you're here and you're like, hey, By the Block, what do they do? You can go to their website. By the Block, by the way, they're specifically for real estate deals. And so if you're looking to make investments in the real estate deals, you can check out By the Block, and they tell you what their offering is. So buyback Baton Rouge, 184 multifamily units. It's 99% funded. Their minimum goal was 107,000. Their maximum was 535. So this actually closed. You can't make an investment in that anymore. But each of these funding portals, they tell you the different deals that are being offered. So initially, when we were on Spaced Ventures, we were talking about the space industry, which we love so much. This one is By the Block. It's specifically for real estate. If you're a big real estate folk, small change, there's just another funding portal that's specifically built or designated towards real estate. And, this offering is closed only because they've successfully raised their $330,000 from 130 investors. So that's actually a great thing for them. The last one we're going to do is Pistachio. Pistachio is another real estate business. They're working through the process of getting their FINRA license, so they haven't gone live yet. But when they do, they'll be included in on this list of here are businesses that are licensed by FINRA, so folks like yourself can go check it out. And last one we'll talk about is Energy Funders. Let me just type this in. Energyfunders.com, I believe it is. Energy Funders. So they're specifically for oil and natural gas. So again, depending on which vertical you're interested in investing in, there's probably a crowdfunding portal specifically for that.